Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Happy Friday, I'm Jen Ah. Tonight, we're starting off with some breaking weather news sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. It looks like the snow we had earlier this morning isn't gone for good. The National Weather Service extending the winter weather advisory to 4 a.m. Saturday. In Spring Mountains, Sheep Range, and Red Rock Canyon, including Hayford Park, the National Weather Service says expect 4 to 8 inches of snow. Watch out for slippery roads in Kyle Canyon and Lee Canyon. Over in Lincoln County, also watch out for slippery road conditions on Highway 93 above 6,000 feet. Now let's take a look at the weather board. Temps dipping down from the high 40s to the low 40s with some rain in areas and snow in others. Now a look at the coming days. Saturday, we're looking at highs in the 60s, lows in the 40s. It gets a little warmer on Sunday before cooling down again starting on Monday. By Thursday, we'll be finally back in the 70s. Earlier today, the snow brought joy for some, mishaps for others, mostly falling on the west side of the Las Vegas Valley. We want to share some fun pictures and videos of our colleagues enjoying the white stuff with their kids over in the Summerlin area. On the flip side, the winter weather also led to some chaos on the roads. Metro Police reporting 7 crashes within a 90-minute span earlier today. Over on the Strip, the precipitation also causing flooding. Here are some pictures of the Link parking garage completely flooded out. Review Journal's Renee Summerhour talked to the National Weather Service and has more. Renee?
Jen, for the second time this season, we are seeing measurable snowfall in the valley, and it has everyone talking and taking pictures. TREVOR BOUCHER from the National Weather Service Las Vegas says this isn't as rare as you think.
And these low pressure systems aren't different than the ones that we had over the winter. It's just sort of the last one that has come through. And so it seems really odd because we were just in the 70s last week, but this week we're not, and we're back into being cold and even snow in some places.
For more videos and pictures of today's weather switch up, log on to lvrj.com.
Now to our top story of the day on lvrj.com, sponsored by Carnegie Heights. The Nevada legislature is once again considering a bill that would end daylight saving time here in our state. Right now, we're set to turn our clocks forward by 1 hour this Sunday at 2 a.m. Daylight saving time is a federal law, and this proposed legislation to get rid of daylight saving would only take effect if California does so too, to keep us on Pacific Standard Time. In other news, documents obtained by the Review Journal show the Clark County School Board and Superintendent Jesus JARA, quote, may have a different interpretation of his contract. The board saying JARA could be out as early as June, that his contract wouldn't be renewed. Meanwhile, JARA's representatives say his term doesn't end until 2023. This is a developing story, so check back to our website for more updates. In your health news, sponsored by 4M Dental, love your smile again. Large gatherings in our state can soon take place with up to 50% capacity rather than 20%. The governor approving the changes today, which will take effect on Monday. Establishments that may now operate at 50% capacity include restaurants, cafes, gyms, entertainment centers, and theme parks. However, the baseline remains at 250 people or 50%, whichever is less. Nevada's approval process for those gatherings will be streamlined until at least May before transitioning into approval from the county. In your business news, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability. The El Dorado Casino in Henderson will reopen under a new name. Pass Casino by DeSimone Gaming. Review Journal's Bailey Schultz tells us the renovated casino on historic Water Street will feature new slot machines, dining options, and bars.
Yeah, so because the owners of this property are also the owners of the Railroad Pass Hotel and Casino, there's going to be a new players club that is linked between the two, as well as a shuttle that goes back and forth between the two casinos.
The reopening is set to bring 100 new jobs along with many former employees returning.
Sports, sponsored by Scenic Brewing Company. With the sports update, I'm Cassie Soto. The NFL informed teams this week that the 2021 salary cap will be $182.5 million, nearly $16 million less than last year due to COVID-19 driving down league revenue. But the Raiders might have a little bit of wiggle room with that figure. Raiders beat writer Vinny Bonsignore explains.
Thanks to some rollovers from last year's salary expenditures, the Raiders actually have a cap of about just over $190 million. There's going to be a lot of depth on the market. We're seeing a lot of veterans getting released right now on cost-cutting moves. I expect that to continue. The Raiders can fill a lot of holes, or whatever holes they do have, with big signings and just by sitting back and letting the market kind of come to them and taking advantage of that depth.
And in sports betting news, a welterweight bout between Leon Edwards and Bilal Muhammad will headline UFC Fight Night 187 on Saturday at the Apex in Las Vegas. Handicapper Lou Finocchiaro is betting that the bout does not go the distance, which pays plus 145 at Circa. Under 4.5 rounds is plus 175 at William Hill. Check out the full betting preview of the card at lvrj.com.
In your entertainment news, sponsored by Las Vegas Motor Speedway. More nightlife on the way here in Vegas. Review Journal's Johnny Katz explains.
Hakkasan nightclub is reopening on March 26th at the MGM Grand, but it's not going to be the big nightclub that we're used to. It's going to be more like a lounge experience. No general admission seating for now, all reservations on Fridays and Saturdays, but this is the latest step that the company is taking to reopen nightlife in Las Vegas, and it's putting 350 people back to work on the Las Vegas Strip.
Now to your lifestyle news, sponsored by Get Healthy, Clark County. Looks like the Wicked Spoon isn't going anywhere beginning March 25th. Guests will be able to enjoy this unique buffet at the Cosmopolitan of Las Vegas every Thursday through Friday. You can enjoy unlimited mimosas, champagne, or Bud Light drafts within a 2-hour limit. The Wicked Spoon will be one of 2 buffets operating in the Las Vegas Boulevard Casino. Reservations are encouraged, and don't forget COVID-safe practices. That concludes 7 at 7 p.m. from the Las Vegas Review Journal. I'm Jen Ah. You can watch us on the RJ mobile app, Roku TV, and other streaming devices. Also, watch 7 at 7 a.m. on Monday. Have a great weekend.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.